just finished a intercooler and spring install. In 2 hours, no big deal. Not tooting my own horn or anything. I'm not sure what I have for content on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just see what I have. Try to make a video out of it. I did get the brakes working finally on the EXO. So now it actually has brakes. I can't really show you because I can't. It's really hard to push it. But this is full holding fluid. I had the bench bleed this. I couldn't get it to the rear, so I actually had to put a hose in here, and like old school. I've never had to do that in my whole career. I guess I'm spoiled. So did that. Finally got fluid to the rear. Rears are, everything's bled. It's got brakes now. Waiting on the clutch. So I got the clutch, the custom disc in. Didn't fit my splines on my input shaft. So I sent to my input shaft and my clutch disc, and they're waiting for that to come back. Cleaned off the pan, cleaned off the engine. Gonna put that on. And the next time the engine goes in, it's gonna be hopefully for the last time. I gotta get a plate for here to weld from here to here, because I changed that. Because it did have one before with the X there for stability, so I'm just gonna add it back in there, just whatever. I'll finish the wiring for the headlights, blah blah blah. I also got these. Well, these are, I'm borrowing them from my friend. I'm gonna switch to these mounts because these look way better than the piece of crap ones that I had. And I think I'm gonna redesign the engine mounts because these are the engine mounts. They're just so atrocious. So I'm gonna go to aluminum, I think. Now that I can actually, that was when I was scared and I didn't really know how to weld aluminum. So now I'm a little better with aluminum, so I'm gonna go ahead and make aluminum mounts out of those. It's gonna be sweet. All right, peace out, everybody. All right, so one thing I totally forgot about was the turbo oil drain. So I'm gonna weld it here. Can you believe it? All my Sharpies are gone. Ouch. Right here looks good. Right, that looks good. Looks good. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh my god, we're in. Oops, sorry, autofocus. So I'm trying out this really expensive lens that I use for shooting photography. So let's see how it comes out here. It looks really sharp actually compared to the last one. Let's see. And this is back on the other lens. It looks pretty good actually. Surprised. Although, see, the other one like is really zoomed in all the time. But anyways, so I got it welded. Or welded. I got it here, so now I gotta weld it. I'm gonna go eat dinner. What's going on? I am going to be welding today. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be welding aluminum. Okay. So I'm gonna weld this up here. Here, there, here to here, here. Okay, let me just put this like, and then let me just, okay, hold on. I don't need to record this. For me. I think that'll be fine if I just leave it, right? Welder on. Going to have to, I haven't welded aluminum in quite some time now. I think I'll be fine with this cup. Maybe, maybe not. Should I change my cup? Time for the most annoying sound in the world. AC welding. So after this cools down, I'm gonna prep the engine. I'm gonna prep the engine over there for the oil pan. So I'm gonna stick the upper one, that will be this one, get it ready to clean up and put it on there, and then cool, and then put the lower oil pan on, which I'm really skeptical about because I welded it a really long time ago, but I never even checked it for leaks. Probably a good idea, huh? Alright. Alright, so one thing I do have to work on, falling over, is I had to pull this pulley off the water pump, flip it around to line it up with this crank pulley. Because what happened is I chopped off, there's a bracket you can put here, but it was hitting my steering rack, so it's like, just chopped it off. I'm gonna flip that around, and I think what I'm gonna do for the alternator is move it over somehow. So I'll make some different kinds of brackets that hold it somehow, and then just move it forward, get rid of this thing, so we won't need that anymore. And just run one belt to the alternator into there. And hopefully I won't have any issues. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that's cool. I do not know where my dingus went for holding the bottom of my camera. So I got my clutch disc in. Fits now. Yeah. See? There, see? So I'm gonna look at a pilot bearing for a Mustang and then try to find one for the 07K. So that's a 21 mil. So I need 21 there, and then I think this was like around 17 or something like that. Obviously they don't use that for measuring those, but for now, I'm going to be working on the truck. So I'm finally gonna fix this thing, I hope. But right now I'm gonna turn it on, warm the oil up, because I need to drain it. And this oil is gnarly. Pretty gnarly. I lost the key for this thing. I just had it fucking an hour ago. So let's warm these glow plugs up. Okay, warming the glow plugs up, it's probably not gonna start. Let's see. Think that's good enough? Warm them glow plugs up again. Batteries. I keep charging them, but I don't know what keeps happening to them. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, and then I'm going to drain the oil, which is gonna be super gnarly. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna look for my thing for holding this thing in the meantime. I think I'm gonna switch lenses. I got this big ass lens on here. It's a super expensive one. 1635, 1.8. I got my bucket. And I'm gonna drain this oil soon. Still not warm yet. Get a little closer. All right, here we go. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know how much is in here. Hopefully not more than 5 gallons. But literally every all the coolant would just go pretty much straight into the oil. So it really sucks. See, I've cleaned this thing a million times, it just keeps leaking oil from everywhere. It's really annoying. I think that's actually the valve covers. Let's see where we're at here. Ooh, this thing's getting pretty full. So my hopes is I'm gonna reseal the front cover on this thing, and then hopefully that'll stop my issue. I think the leak is actually between like the water pump and the front cover on this. So that's what I'm doing next. They're coming out all gray like. And one of the main reasons I want to drain it, because I don't know how full it is and I didn't want it to overflow. I mean, this thing should not be full, it's massive. Because I'm going to jack the front up, take the wheels off so I don't have to die climbing up and down, up and down, up and down on this thing. It sucks. Nice, look at that bolt. Just backing out right there on the shock. That's pretty neat. I really haven't driven this truck much at all. It's always been broken. Bought it with the heads off. Yeah, driven it to work a few times into the dumps. But yeah, so let's see, that's what's coming out now. I honestly think after I fix this, I'm just gonna sell it. This truck is not for me. I'm not a freaking country boy. Country boy. I'm not. I mean, it's kind of country around here, and a lot of people want this thing. I mean, there's no rust on it. and it runs great, but the coolant thing I gotta fix. So it's got brand new tires on it, 37s, all that honky tonk stuff. I don't really care. So yeah, I'm just looking to pretty much sell this thing after I get it running, I think, because I want a normal truck, like a Silverado or something. I mean, this thing does haul, like, pulls like a load like nothing. Can't stop for shit. It's master cylinder's gone or something. I don't know. It takes forever to stop. Let's see. Ooh. That's probably about a quarter of the way full here. It's probably like around here. Cool. All right.